Welcome back, everybody, to the BCMA Show podcast. I'm Jacob, and today is a day that I've been waiting on for a while. We have a guest that been trying to get on the show for seems like years, man, and he's been doing a heck of a job, and that's Mr. Corey Rose. Corey, man, how you doing today?
Good, brother. Good to be talking to you finally.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, those who don't know, Corey, you live in Alabama, correct?
Yes,
yes,
sir.
But you're not from there, are you?
No, originally from Lexington, Kentucky.
Originally from Kentucky. Okay, so you had a little bit of a bluegrass influence in growing up around that area?
Oh yeah, when I was younger, I actually got started playing bluegrass with on my mom's side of the family. A lot of my family members played bluegrass music, bluegrass gospel and stuff, and that's how I first picked up the guitar, was playing bluegrass music. And I was always really wanted to play, like, I was all into the old Keith Whitley bluegrass records and stuff, and Don Rigsby and Dan Tominski and people like that when I was growing up. And then I slowly transitioned to country music later on.
Man, it's funny you mentioned Keith Whitley, and I know obviously one of the greatest, to do it. You kind of have a similar sound in your voice that not many people can match to his, and that's something that I noticed early on when I first heard you sing, man. So, have you heard that before?
Yeah, I mean, I've heard it a few times. That George Strait, Joe Nichols stuff. All those people, influence how I sing today. I certainly don't try to sound like anybody, but, when you listen to those type of artists your whole life, it's kind of hard not to, take away a little bit from everybody, They're just all really great artists, Keith Whitley being one of my true influences, music in general. So I really got a strong liking and similarities in my voice to his.
Well, I would like to say you sound like Corey Rose. Let's just say that. You sound like Corey Rose. And Corey Rose music, you started this whole thing, man, was September 16, 2016. You dropped your first EP, 6-song EP.
Yep.
Then, we fast forward to 2018. March, and the single "Cowboy Left in These Boots," and that's the song that got me to discover who you were. 'Cause you come out with that, man, and it was almost at like 6,500 Spotify streams. How did that single kind of change from the first EP? Was it kind of a stressful situation, like not knowing if it would be accepted or anything like that?
Well, I really wanted to make something, I just wanted to do better than the EP. The EP was a huge, learning curve for me. The whole recording, it certainly wasn't the first time I was ever in the studio, but it was my first time, really actually taking on something, head on myself, being the producer on the EP and Cowboy Left in These Boots and 1,000 Miles Gone record. That was a little bit of pressure on me right there. Just wanted to sound the best it possibly could, for what I had. It all comes down to money at some point. You gotta be able to get your best bang for your buck. Cowboy Left in These Boots, I thought it would do fairly well. When I first got done writing it, I was immediately knew it was a hit. In my eyes, I wrote it with Donovan Chrisman. I actually wrote it over FaceTime. I was in Panama City and he was in Kentucky, and we just started sending stuff back and forth to each other. And you can look on my Facebook profile somewhere. You can actually find the original video of the first time I ever played Cowboy Left in These Boots on the balcony in Panama City Beach, Florida.
Wow. And you mentioned so you had a hand in producing the EP, all the singles, and the new album?
Yes.
Wow.
I was a sole producer on Cowboy Left Knees Boots and the new record. I had Edward Croker. He was my engineer running all the stuff while we was actually tracking and everything. And then me and Ed sit down and we got to work. It's just a huge learning curve, trying to just make it as good as you can. But you learn a lot by listening to other people and other great records and seeing what they did, like how they make this snare sound like that, or how they make this side stick sound like that, or how you make those vocals that crisp sounding, good and clear and punch through the mix. Just so much stuff you learn working with great people like that. Kevin Moon helped me produce the first EP, and I've learned a lot from him over the years, and he's always been a real good friend to me.
Well, man, that was Cowboy Left Knees Boots. That's 2018. That was the hit. Now we fast forward. We talked about the past. This is what we're here for today, obviously. You kind of teased the album, and you let the single out, 1,000 Miles Gone, in April of this year. And it has, this is what amazes me. Cowboy Left Knees Boots, to me, is so under-streamed for the song it is at 6,362. 1,000 Miles Gone is sitting at 3,350 streams, and it's not even been out for a couple months. So so it has to have been a better weight lifted off type situation whenever this song is really catching wind. Not to mention that it's the lead single off of the album.
Yeah, it's great to see like what I'm thinking, is going to work, and how I always try to do better every time I walk into the studio. It's paying off, and everything that I do as far as releasing music is all organic. That's my true fans playing those songs and stuff. I don't pay for ads. I have never got put on I've submitted my stuff to be put on Spotify playlists and stuff, like editorial playlists, but I've never got taken for one. So everything that has happened so far as streaming and stuff goes is all organic. I believe the music is good enough to speak for itself, and people just, stick to their guns and pass the word around. Like, there's good music out there by all kinds of people. You just got to look for it. Sometimes you got to dig a little deeper. There's a lot of artists that I know, just like I talk to our friends over Pro Country. There's 10 artists I can count on my hands right now, all 10 fingers that I think better than me. So it's just one of those things, man, that I let the music speak for itself. I think I know it's a bad thing to not have a promotional plan, but I use my music as my promotional plan. I let my music speak for itself. I work really hard on it, and I know other people can see like how hard I worked on it when they listen to my music.
Well, I got to correct you. You said that you entered to go on Spotify. Well, you are on a Spotify playlist. You're on the top 40, the BCMA top 40, man. You're at number 38.
That's right.
At number 38, it's going to be climbing up and up, man. So yeah, you're on there. And you mentioned you did do an interview with our friends with Pro Country, and obviously Justin and those guys are awesome, and we help each other hand in hand as much as we can. I think I've seen on Facebook they're doing the Pro Country Awards Facebook thing, and you are up for, I want to say, male artist.
Yeah, I think it's male artist of the year.
Yeah, so you, sir, are up for an award, and you got yourself on a Spotify playlist. So I would say you're doing pretty good, man.
Yeah, hopefully we can pull through, and everybody keep those likes up and keep sharing, and hopefully we can take the big win home.
So you put 1,000 Miles Gone out, and you let it sit for a few months, teasing people, and this past week, June 7th, you dropped the full album, and you sent me a hard copy of this record. And I literally put it in a CD player and listened to every song, and was just blown away of how country to the core at its most genuine state this record really is. Every song on it, man.
I appreciate it, man. This thing, I just that's what we worked so hard to. All I really wanted was an album that you could put in or stream it on your phones or however you listen to music, and that when you pay for those 9 songs that I put on the album, that you're getting 9 great songs. So you're not getting 2 or 3 great songs and then the rest of the songs ain't worth a damn. You know, and exactly. I see that too many times when people release these albums and stuff. They just, you know, got a bunch of fillers. Like they'll have like one good hit single, and then the rest ain't good at all to me. I just didn't want anything that people had to skip through my music. You know, I never want anybody to have to miss a song on the album. If I put it on the album, I want it to be, you know, up to my standard and be a great song. So.
There's definitely no fillers in this album. This is one that you can listen to first song to last, back and forth, man, and it's got a great sound. Every song is so beautifully written and lyrically impressive, and the production and all around just great album altogether. And one of the things I love about it is the 2 duet songs that you have on this record. The first being with Tim Culpepper, for the song "The Day Keith Whitley Died," and I mean this is just a classic, good country song. So it's a little bit about "The Day Keith Whitley Died," the song itself. And
one of our good friends, Timothy Baker, wrote that song. He's been one of my good friends for a while, and he opened up for me in a place in Lexington, Kentucky, called Austin City Saloon, and after we got done doing sound check and stuff, me and him sit by the bar and we were just talking music for a little bit, and I was telling him a little bit, you know, because I kind of wanted to like mentor him a lot, because he was still very young into music when I got this song from him. But we sitting there at the bar, and he's like, "Tell me what you think of this song." And I listened to it, and I got just through the first few lines of it. I was like, if you ain't cutting this shit right here, don't let anybody else hear this song ever until I get done cutting it.
I mean, just the title alone, if you're bound to have something there. I mean, come on. But yeah, it's an awesome song, awesomely written lyrically.
Brought my buddy Tim Culpepper in on it, man. He absolutely killed it like he always does. You know, Tim's a huge mentor to myself. I've learned a lot from him about the music business and how about doing things and actually keeping it country and stuff. So
yeah, man, Tim's a great artist, great guy, and he's definitely part of the Alabama hotbed that is going on right now for independent country artists down there. I mean, you got guys like Blaine Rudd and John Boy Story. Now you yourself putting out some new stuff, and many more artists out that area, man. It's crazy to me how much talent coming out of there right now.
Oh yeah, Tim Culpepper's actually from Montgomery as well. So I mean,
yeah, there you go.
Alabama's got their own little tight knit group that are some great artists. You know, a lot of independent artists that people, you know, should really explore into. You know, I just played a show last week with Blaine.
Yeah, the Alabama scene right now, man. It's the country in Alabama is really on the independent level is cooking, and we'll go ahead and scoop them up for the Bayou State if they don't want. You know, we'll support you guys.
Hey, there's good music down there too, man.
Now the second,
I can't wait to get back down there because I need some boudin in my life.
Some boudin.
Some boudin balls with pepper jack cheese inside of them.
Man, that right
down
there.
In, I believe it's Scott, Louisiana.
Yep.
Like, was it Billy Bob's or something like that?
Billy's.
Yeah.
Billy's famous boudin
and cracklings.
We'll go ahead and plug a spot for Billy's right here. They have one in Krotz Springs, one in Opelousas, and then again, like you said, in Scott, Louisiana. But yeah, man, Billy's is in my opinion, one of the best places to get boudin in the state, and I can say that because I'm born and raised here, so certified Cajun, I can say that me. But we're getting distracted. Let's get back to why we came here, and that's talking about the new music you got, man. And one of my favorites off the entire record is the second duet off the album that you did with Ashton Shepherd. This song right here is really unique to me, and it was one of those ones where when it started playing, and the first time I heard it, I was like, wow, this is good music. It's almost got the Keith Whitley, Lorrie Morgan type vibe to it, the way you and Ashton covered it. I know it was originally done in 1991 by Ricky Van Shelton and Dolly Parton. But you come on here with Ashton Shepherd, who is extremely talented, and y'all just kill this song. Like, just both of y'all together in harmony, and just, it works, man.
Oh, yeah. Ashton is another person that's always been real kind to me and mentored me and always helped me out whenever I needed a hand. And she's just a killer singer, and she had a real big time back in the early 2000s, and now she's starting to make a comeback right now. She's doing real good. She just released a single herself. And it's just a killer song, recorded the same place that I do my recording at.
Did you approach her when this song come across? I mean, obviously you got a lot of good songs here. To cover this song, did you have her in mind immediately, or was it somebody else?
Well, when we did the EP, me and Kevin Moon was talking about, just I brought the idea. I was like, I'd really love to cut this song one day, and we just didn't do it on the EP. I didn't really know Ashton at all then, and then I started opening a few shows for her, and then I started becoming friends with her and stuff. And then we started talking about it again. Kevin was asking me, like, who I thought I may want on, and I was like, well, Ashton, and she'll do it, but I doubt she'll do it. And then if can't get her to do it, you either get Rhonda Vincent or Charlie Robertson from Flat Lonesome sing on it. But I really wanted Ashton to sing on it. So
it was definitely a good choice.
Yeah, I got enough courage to ask her. I called her one night and see if she would do it for me, and she was all about it, and I'm glad I did. So
just to mention, you mentioned earlier about her single. It's actually her newest single is "This Heart Won't Break," and you can get it on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, all that. It's a great song. Came out a few weeks back, but yeah. Ashton's she's a very talented vocalist and musician, and like I said, I was just blown away of how cohesive both of y'all vocals were with each other for this song. And we actually have the song, and this is a first for me. Obviously, I always like to play the main song that brought you here, that's on the chart, which would be 1,000 Miles Gone. But I'm gonna hit the pause button, and I want to play this song so that the listeners can hear, because this is that song that you find on a record. That little gem that's hidden behind the singles, that this song right here, to me, that's what it is. So I'll let you introduce it, man, and we're going to play it, and then we'll come back and talk a little bit more.
Yeah, this is my song, Rockin' Years, with myself and Miss Ashton Shepherd.
To make you proud, to be my man,
and I'll fulfill all your fantasies.
I guess we're promising a lot, but for now it's all we got.
And I'll stand by you through our rocking years. Rocking chairs, rocking babies, rock-a-bye, rock of ages. Side by side, we'll be together always.
And if you hold me tight when you
stand by you through our rocking years. I'll be your friend,
I'll be your lover
until the end. There'll be no other.
and my heart has only room for one.
Yes, I'll always love you,
And I'll always be here for you, and I'll stand by you through our rocking years.
rocking chairs, rocking babies,
Rock-a-bye, rock of ages, side by side, we'll be together always.
If you hold me tight when you love me, that's all I'll ask of you.
And I'll stand by you through our rocking years.
Rocking chairs, rocking babies,
Rock-a-bye, rock of ages, side by side, we'll be together always. Yes, I'll always love you,
I'll always be here for you.
and I'll stand by you through our rocking years. Yes, I'll be here, and I'll stand by you through our rocking years. Through our rocking years.
Rockin' Years, that to me, man, that's a great song. I know it's a cover song, but the way you and Ashton put your own signature on it, man, it's one of my favorites of the entire album.
Awesome.
So, I mentioned my favorite. Do you have a song on this record that maybe means more to you than another one, or that's your favorite to play?
The one that means most to me is definitely Rockin' Years. It's got a lot of sentimental value to it. It was my grandparents' wedding song when they was younger, and when I was a kid, I found a VHS tape that had some old photos of my mom, my uncle, my grandparents. They were younger, just with my mom and them as babies, and then just going through the years of them growing up, and they had Rockin' Years playing in the background, and I sit there and cry like a little baby. It was like a happy cry though, and I always loved that song ever since then. And when I got into playing music and stuff later on in life, I always said I always wanted to record that song. So that song definitely means most to me. But my favorite to play is definitely something I can drink to. It's just got a cool groove to it. You know, it's a simple, easy message. All you gotta do is, I ain't in no toe tap mood. Gotta play something I can drink to.
There you go. I really love the idea of taking a song like that was previously done years ago and putting your own signature on it and making it your own, like the way that you and Ashton did to that. Another one that I love has been on repeat on my Spotify playlist, and that's Morgan Wallen's version of Cover Me Up. I mean, and I mean, all respect to him, man, but I think it's important to take songs that are like that are timeless and to continue to put them out or reproduce them and keep them alive in the times. It's like almost doing a public service. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I absolutely think people should keep doing it. By no means like I ever, I probably would never make a whole album of cover songs, but, some of those songs that mean a lot to people, I like you were talking about Morgan Wallen singing Jason Isbell's song "Cover Me Up." I mean, that could mean something to him, where he thought, I should play this and let people hear my spin on it. Some songs, just deserve to be played 2 or 3 times, and I really wanted to do Rockin' Years because at the time of recording it, nobody had ever redone it before. I know that band that was on that TV show, Porter Union group. I think it's Porter Union is the group. They released Rockin' Years as well, and I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I was like, I was the only one that ever going to be able to do this, and they came and did it, and this song had already been recorded and everything, and I almost cut the song and just kept it for myself just because of that reason, because I didn't want something that a bunch of people had already done, but it's just too good of a song, in my opinion, to just let it go to waste.
Man, I agree with you on that. Just lyrically strong, Rockin' Years, like you said, and even Cover Me Up, like you mentioned. That song was written by Jason and about his life, so by Morgan, has a lot of fans. By him covering that and his fans listening to it, that gets Jason's message.
That's helping out Jason.
Exactly. So, I guess the moral of the story here is, don't be afraid to cover a song.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Don't be
right.
afraid to cover a song. I mean, put your own twist on it. I mean, the people.
Yeah, don't be afraid to Merle Haggard the shit out of them at a show.
If you don't Merle Haggard or wailing it out at a show, I mean, I don't really.
What are you really doing?
Yeah, really. Mama tried to raise you better, huh? Mentioning Merle and shows, the best way to find out your show's schedule. I mean, I know you have the website CoreyRose.com. And you can go on there and get some merch and stuff, music and all that. But what's the best way for people to know what upcoming shows that you got?
Facebook and Instagram sites is usually the best to keep up with it. And also my website will be back up to date with the shows and stuff coming the next few weeks. Been blessed with a brand new baby boy. So it's been
I didn't even know, man.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, so
how old?
April 29th.
Wow. So you put
right before their album drop. Yeah. So we just been taking our time. I've been spending a little time with family and stuff that I haven't got to in the past year or so of touring around and everything. But starting back in July, we'll be getting it back hard again. We got a few show announcements coming up, some few big gigs all over from Florida all the way up to Canada, up the East Coast, and we'll be real excited to see these people singing these songs back to us.
Is there any kind of spoiler you want to drop on some dates or shows, or you want us to wait in suspense?
There's a few can't really say right now.
I see how it is. Okay.
They already booked, but I just can't say nothing yet.
Well,
ain't allowed.
You're just gonna have to follow him, stalk him on Facebook and Instagram and all that to find out.
See how I did that?
Yeah.
See, now everybody's gonna stalk me. I love it.
Marketing 101.
There you
go. But yeah, man, I think it's amazing how artists such as yourself put out this music and then go play shows when you have a family, you have a regular day-to-day job. This is something that you do on the side, like this is what you want to do, but this is you're putting this out like that. That's what people I don't think really understand the difference between an artist that's maybe signed to a label that's on a tour. That's all they do is tour, and that's their job. Whereas independent artists such as yourself, it's not your job, it's your pastime, your hobbies, your extra time.
I'm a normal everyday guy, man. I'm a superintendent for a construction company, and I work long, hard hours out in the heat, just like I'm just a normal person, just like the rest of it. I got a family. I drive a pickup truck and got me a little house out in the country. Yeah,
we can write a song.
I live a real simple life, and I work hard at what I do at work, and I work hard playing music just because I know people want to hear it, and that's what makes it mean the most to me is people actually wanting to hear my music. So that's why I do it is for them.
Well, I think it's definitely the hard work you mentioned that you put into this record. It shows in every track of every song. It's just so beautifully done, and lyrically, producing wise, vocally. I mean, this is a country music album. If you don't like country music, you're not gonna like this album. If you like country music, again I say country music, true genuine country music. I'm talking just, you know what I'm talking about. If you're listening and you don't know, then you're probably on the wrong podcast. But this is a country music album. You can get it on all music platforms available now. And what about the hard copies like you sent me? That's on your website?
Yes. Yeah, CoreyRose.com. Hit the shop link, and then it'll take you right to the CD. Order it, and you'll have it in a few days.
I have to say, I was. This is how much times have changed, and I kind of got caught in when I got the CD in. I had to look for something that had a CD player because, man, my laptop don't have a disc runner, and then so I had to go get out the old boom box, put it in there.
Oh yeah.
Sat outside. And,
ain't nothing that sounds better than a CD or a
no.
record.
Well, Corey, really appreciate you coming on, man. Congratulations again on the newborn son of yours and the newborn album of yours, man. We're going to continue to push 1,000 Miles Gone on our Spotify playlist as much as we can. And we've only back genuine people and genuine music, so you can take that to the bank.
We appreciate y'all supporting what we do, man. I'm speaking for my whole band and myself. We appreciate what y'all do for country music and keep pushing it out and supporting the little man. We can't do it without guys like you.
Well, man, I appreciate the kind words, and we definitely don't do it alone. We have a lot of great organizations and people that help us. One of them being Swamp Assassin, created by my buddy Corey Adams, and he has had some big names wearing his merch in country music, one being a Mr. Luke Combs in the Hurricane video and other things. Josh Phillips is a good buddy of his and a mutual friend. He just has a lot of ties in country music, and he told me that ever since we created the Bayou Country Music Association playlist and featuring all these artists, he's really been picking up on a lot of you guys and playing it, and so he wanted me to get some merch out to you guys out in Alabama and the guys in Texas, the guys all over that are doing it. So, including your buddy and Alabama native John Boy Story. So, this is how cheap I am and budget we got to cut around here at Bayou Country Music Association. I actually sent one package of about 15 hats and some gear, all Swamp Assassin gear that Corey gave me to give out to you guys, and send it to John Boy and told him to meet up with you and Blaine so y'all can grab y'all some gear too, man. Everybody listening, we thank y'all for tuning in, and be sure, if you haven't already, you go scoop up Corey Rose's new record, 1,000 Miles Gone, on all music platforms. If you want to get a hard copy, you go to his website, CoreyRose.com, and get it there, along with some cool merchandise he has. And be on the lookout for big things this year for Corey Rose and all those guys down there in Alabama.
That's right.
Well, Corey, I'll let you sign us out, man.
All right. Hey, this is Corey Rose on Bayou Country. Appreciate y'all country music listeners, and hopefully we see you at a show down the road.